Good Monday evening, Southeast Texas. Looking at the aches and pains index. Well, it's been worse, and it looks like it's going to get better as we head towards Friday. Then after that, as higher pressure builds in time for the weekend, it looks like there will be higher aches and pains across Southeast Texas because of the pressure rising across the area. As far as your allergy index today, it is not good. We've got dust from West Texas in addition to very high levels of tree pollen. Today is the highest levels so far this season because of oak pollen at 2,257 parts per cubic meter. Grass pollen is at its highest so far this season, and mold may be at one of its highest level at 7958 parts per cubic meter. Unfortunately, and as you can see, the next 3 days look warm, then a nice cool down Friday through the weekend before we start warming things back up early next week in advance of another cold front. Only going to 20% coverage coming up on Thursday. Now, Thursday night, there could be the potential for severe weather with a 50, maybe 60% coverage of showers and storms as another front works into the area. Tonight, this front will dictate who gets what. It's basically going to stall, so north of it, you could get into the 50s. South of it, like here in the triangle, we probably will not get out of the 60s. Look at all the winter weather out into western portions of the United States, and blizzard warnings continue over towards the Sierra. Why am I even talking about Los Angeles in California? It's because that's where our weather's coming from. Our next very vigorous storm system is in the eastern Pacific and Pacific Northwest. That will dive southeastwards and then turn the corner into the desert Southwest, moving into West Texas as we head on into early Thursday morning and then over towards the Red River Thursday afternoon. This is going to be a wind maker. It will have quite a bit of rotational energy and speed as far as the winds in the atmosphere. Plus, there's going to be quite a bit of instability with it. There is a pretty good chance of severe weather. The only factor that would work to counteract all this is that we may have a layer of warm air at about 5,000 feet, the cap that we talk about, and that may preclude us from seeing widespread severe weather. So that's what we're hoping with right now. We'll go with a high-end scattering of showers and storms coming up on Thursday night. So north of the front, you'll probably get into the 50s. South of it, look at the fog forming, staying in the 60s across Southeast Texas, especially the triangle. Look at the 50s up in the lakes, still the 60s in the triangle. This front will then lift back to the north as a warm front coming up tomorrow afternoon. The skies will thin out and we should see high temperatures in the lower, perhaps mid-80s. On the Gulf of Mexico, a slightly choppy sea expected around 2 feet. Watch out for the fog tomorrow. We'll see south winds at 5 to 10 knots, water temperature 68. Tonight, foggy and cooler with a south and southwest wind. Maybe the low to mid-50s in the lakes area, mid-60s in the triangle. And tomorrow we'll peel away the fog and the low clouds and see afternoon sun. Highs low to mid-80s across Southeast Texas. And then it's all about the wind. Remember that system in California? Yeah, it is going to be a wind bag. And that means we could see winds gusting maybe 35 to 40 miles an hour as this front goes by. Again, I have a 50% coverage coming up Thursday night. During the day, it looks pretty quiet. But again, a 15 to 30% probability of severe weather over Southeast Texas. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means that we could see some isolated tornadoes and damaging winds if storms go severe. The way it looks right now, hopefully that changes. But after that, oh my goodness, we got some chilly mornings coming up. Low to mid 40s for lows coming up Saturday morning. Yeah, you thought winter was over with. Well, we have this in spring. But anyway, comfortable afternoon highs with lots of sun this weekend. Beautiful. Then we start warming things back up Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday of next week ahead of another cold front coming in a week from Thursday with about a 30% coverage of showers associated with it. So again, fog tonight, and then winds, and then storms possible Thursday night, and then turning cooler. That's the bottom line. Hope you and your family have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to download our app, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, there's more weather at 12newsnow.com.